Welcome, everybody, from Mississauga, Ontario. We are just about to get started here against the Mississauga Rebels. And welcome to the three people waiting. Game is starting in about 1 minute. And here's our sharp-looking team. We're just getting going here. Okay.
Do you know how to get rid of this black on the top and bottom?
I don't, unfortunately.
What's the earpiece do?
Oh, I'm talking. Oh, yeah, just stabilize.
Okay.
It's no, it's not. No.
Oh boy.
No FCC problems with the government shutdown over there or anything?
Because of music.
No FCC problems. Yeah, no. Well, Google's still running, so they would filter out the music. Yeah.
Al's got the paperwork, the numbers.
Yeah. So Joel is doing the stats for this game. It's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be much more verbose than we had before. Okay, puck dropped. Goes back to Dobson. And we got Jukes rushing for the net. And Mississauga starts taking it the other way. Nice turnaround by Hewitt. But Mississauga does advance it. Howe stick handles it in our zone and sends it up, but gets intercepted by Mississauga. And Mississauga starts taking it in. Dobson dumps it out. And puck behind the net. Dobson with authority separates the Mississauga player from the puck. Slap shot goes wide. And Jukes now going for a rush up to Hewitt. Hewitt rushing, and that is an icing call. Questions from the parents on why that was icing, but I suspect he thought Hewitt didn't touch the puck. Puck drop in the Penguin zone. Goes out of the Penguin zone and up to Legalia. Back to Hall. Hall back up to Legalia. And Evans tried to get it out. Now Del Signore chasing it to Hall. Nice play, and it's out of the Penguin zone. Mississauga with some solid passing there, and they're advancing the puck up the nice toe drag, and shot on the Penguins net. Del Signore picks it up, wins the battle to Hall battling it now. Hall with control and winning the battle up to Koussis going in, shot on net, blocker save, goalie deflects it to the corner and comes back out. And we had what you saw there was it's a nice play by Snyder taking the puck off, advancing it the other way, and Brian picking up, shot, big save, a lot of pressure on the net, but puck drop. Nice save, puck drop in the Penguin zone.
Let's go, guys, let's go. Let's go. You want some stuff, you right? Yeah, go offline.
Oops.
Did you use the feed?
Nope.
You good? All right.
My phone just dropped there. Sorry, everyone. Puck behind the net. Nice play by Briggs up the boards. Does get picked up. Briggs sends it back up the ice. Gets into the mid zone.
Go Briggs, here we go Briggs.
Okay. Mosky over to Zerski. Zerski to Mosky. Some nice advancing up. We got a change of D. Howe on the ice. And into the Mississauga zone. Mississauga clears it from their zone. And one of their players sends it into our zone. No icing. Picked up by Howe. Howe won the battle. Picked up by Jukesy. Puck loose. Howe behind the net. Taking it the other way. Quick switchback to open up the space. Back to Howe. Howe looking another opportunity to get it out to Dobson. Dobson now up the ice to Zerski. Sorry, to Stern. Stern to Hewitt. And Stern to Hewitt. To Jukes. Jukes to... Oh, and that was an offside. That would have been a really nice play developing there. It is 0-0. 11-14 in the first period. Streaming to you from Mississauga, Ontario. Puck goes into the Mississauga zone. Mississauga D sends it back up the ice. Does get picked up by Del Signor. Del Signor up to... He takes it up. Stick handling it up. And able to get a shot off. Very nice shot. Goes to the boards. Mississauga player starts taking it up the ice. Puck loose. Over to Evans. Oh, offside, unfortunately. Puck face off just outside the Mississauga zone. We get a fresh set of legs on the front line. Looks like we got Mosky, Zerski, and Snyder. Snyder gets it over Zerski. Does get into the Mississauga zone. And Mississauga starts bringing it up the ice. Puck goes back to Briggs. Briggs sends it up, but Mississauga does advance it into our zone. Brian taking an enter. Goes up to Snyder. Snyder, nice chip up the boards. And Snyder does get hauled down. And no call from the ref.
Work, Briggsy.
Big save by Nichols. Puck loose in front of the net. Another shot. Nice work by Briggsy. Brian Spencer taking around the boards. Over to Mosky.
Solid team. I don't see any. You keep looking.
Okay. Briggsy up to Mosky. Tries to get it to Hewitt. Spencer now battling for the puck. Spencer charges through and gets it right up to Hewitt. Hewitt taking it up the ice and back to Spencer. Spencer gets it out of the zone. And Mississauga advancing the play. They dump it in. Chase after it, but Spencer, no problem, takes it off. Puck does get back to the D. Over to the other Mississauga D. They shoot. Saved by Nichols to the outside. And Briggs sends it up the ice. Does go back to the Mississauga D. Mississauga dumps it in the corner. Stern takes it in there. And Snyder tries to battle for it. Another shot on puck loose. That was almost a chance, but some nice work by the Penguins in keeping it out of the front of the net. And face-off in the Mississauga zone. It is a 0-0 game. 8:32 left in the first period. It's Jukes at center. Jukes is facing off. Jukes wins it. they try to get it back to Howe, but Mississauga player does get the stick and advances it out of the zone. Howe sends it back into the zone, and now it's behind the net.
Okay, here we go.
We got Stern behind the net. Mississauga start bringing it up the ice. Howe sends it back in. Howe, Mississauga picks up. Howe sends it, chips it up the board. Jukes racing for it. Jukes putting lots of good pressure on the D, and D's having a little trouble. Mississauga D is having a little trouble, and some nice pressure by Jukes. Dobson sends it back up. Mississauga does pick it up, sends it back in. It's a bit of a ping-pong game right now, but now Dobson advancing it up, and Mississauga turns over the play. Penguins trying to get something set up here. Mississauga with some sharp passing and a little bit of tic-tac-toe. Sorry about the camera there. That was a 3-pass tic-tac-toe by Mississauga. Very hard one to defend against.
All right, let's go, boys. Let's go.
It is a 1-0 hockey game for Mississauga.
Let's go, Evans. Let's go, Marky.
Evans faces off. Puck comes back. Del Signor doing some good battling in the corner. Mississauga does get it back to their point, and we're putting on pressure now. Evans intercepts, takes it up the ice. His pass gets intercepted, but Evan gets it again. Mississauga turns it over. Mississauga doing lots of good pressure. Nice toe drag there by Mississauga. So this is a very talented team. Mississauga does take it out of their takes it out of the Penguin zone to regroup, and they start advancing up the ice again. Mississauga looking for a shot. Shot goes high and goes to the wing. Pass but over to the D, and another shot, open net, and Mississauga fan play. This Mississauga team is definitely taking advantage of passing at our end. Mississauga causes an offside there. He stick handles it outside of the blue line, gives us an opportunity to group and take it up the ice. Hall, big hit on Hall, no call on that, and they got a 3-0, but Spencer races in there and forces the play. Mississauga still passing it around and making it tough. They shot. Big save by Nichols.
Go, Francis, let's go.
I think I need to move over there. That bar is kind of in the way. Let me move over this way. There. Now everybody can see Nichols. Okay. Penguins trying to get it out, and Zerski does a nice job on getting it out of the zone. Zerski battling with it with Snyder, and now Spencer battling for it. Puck does go back to the D, and they D with a shot. One thing I noticed is the Mississauga doesn't let any time go by on the point. They just shoot right away. Opportunity there. The Snyder does get it out to the front, but Mississauga bringing it back the other way now. And shot on net, and Howe battling for the puck. Now goes to Jukes. Jukes to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to get it up the ice, trying to put pressure on Howe. Howe with the play. Backhands it down around the other way. And now Briggs taking it up the ice. Puck in the Mississauga zone. Mississauga advancing back on Howe. Howe trying with the stick. And Mississauga stick handling it in the zone. And Penguins battling for it. Puck goes back to Mississauga point. It gets blocked by Howe's skate, and Chris does catch the loose puck in front of the net. It is a 1-0 hockey game for Mississauga. 3:40 left in the first period. We got a new forward line out. That's Mark Evans, Lugalia, and Kusis, and Hall and Del Signor on defense. Hall sends it up to Evans. Nice play. And they start advancing it up the ice. Does get picked up by Mississauga. And Del Signor around the boards again. Up to Lugalia. Lugalia up to Evans. Advancing it again into the zone. Evans, nice toe drag. Does get a shot on the net. Saved by goalie. And Evans sends it back to Kusis. But the Mississauga does a and does get loose, and they're able to convert that into a shot on net. Mississauga still has control in the Penguin zone. Now Lugalia takes up the ice, followed by Mark and Kusis, and Lugalia going behind the net, and Mark and Kusis out front, but just get control. Mark battling for it with the Mississauga players, and
Let's go, Paz, let's go. Get back, Swiss.
this powerful Mississauga team is able to battle really hard and win the puck.
Good work, Paz.
Lugalia starts. Lugalia back to Del Signor, and that goes back to the point. Mississauga point, the pass between the points. Big save by Nichols on that slap shot from the point. And Mississauga chips it back to their point. They pass again, and Mark Evans stopped that on a shin pad. But now Mark gets taking it the other way. Does get a shot on the net. Nice work by Mark Evans and taking that out of the zone. Howe back to Dobson. Dobson up to Lugalia, and Mississauga intercepts it.
Let's go, Rob, let's go. Here we go.
Mississauga sends it into the zone, gets a change, and Dobson now taking up the ice. Mississauga with fresh legs on the ice. And now we got, it's hard to see what's going on there, but Mississauga did get control of the puck, and they're taking it out of their zone. Howe stops the Mississauga advance, and bit of trip there by Stern. Sorry, that was by Snyder. Trip by Snyder. Face off in the Penguin zone. This is the
Hey, Jukes, let's go.
penalty kill.
Come on, Jukes. Work, pass, work.
55 seconds left in the first period. Mississauga defense passing it back and forth. Penguins playing the box nicely. Mississauga still trying to break through that box, and Penguins covering it nicely. They do get a shot in, but nice stop by Nichols.
Come on, Merce. Come on, Merce.
And there's Jukes putting a lot of nice pressure on.
Yeah. Go. Let's go, Berkey. Let's go, Berkey.
And nice work by
All right, that works. Good work, Merce. That's the way.
nice work by Hewitt. And the great thing about the Canada hockey rules is the dumping it into the zone on when you're shorthanded is no icing. So that was a no icing call. That burned about 10 seconds. Mississauga does advance it back down to our end. And that is the end of the first period.
17.
Okay, let's see. Joel is doing the shots for this game, and we will just go over and see what Joel is doing. Okay.
10 seconds here.
Oh, Joel needs 10 seconds, so we won't give him a hard time.
17. There you go.
So here's our parents cheering on, and there's the team. And for some reason, they didn't let Snyder come out of the box to.
Watch you read it since you're all wired up. So here's our modified Corsi.
Oh, this is actually you talk to it. I'll just hold it
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, so we did some stats here. We have what we call the modified Corsi, so we're looking at total shot attempts. The Rebs had 24 shot attempts. 4 were blocked, 3 were missed, and they had 17 on net. Pens, 6 shot attempts. None were blocked. We missed 3, had 3 shots on goal, so we got to turn that around, I think.
Yeah,
That's one of the keys to the
3.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a key to the game.
If we can get the shots on net, that's gonna make a difference.
24 shot attempts for them, 6 for us. So we gotta,
turn that around. So that's
around. All right.
Okay. Well,
There
that
you go.
I love that modified Corsi. I want to read more about that. So
It's supposed to be even strength. We kind of do it for the whole thing. The strength numbers.
Hmm.
But we're going whole kit and caboodle.
Okay.
All right.
That's pretty cool, the modified Corsi. So as you heard, it's 17 shots to 3, and we need to just get some more shots on their goal. This is I don't know if you've seen though, but the Mississauga team has been passing really well.
Hey, Evans, let's go, Marky. Let's go.
So we are still shorthanded. 1 minute left on the penalty. And we have Mar Evans facing off. Puck goes into the Mississauga zone, and they send it up to their person waiting up at the blue line. Del Signor, with a nice stick check, does get back to the Mississauga point. Mississauga getting blocked by the nice box created by the Penguins.
Work, come on.
Del Signor does get the puck loose.
Work, Evans, work.
And gets the puck back up the ice.
Boy, I'm on board.
Whoa. They did a big shot on Chris. Chris Nichols stopped it, and the face-off is in the Penguins zone. It is 18 seconds left in the penalty, and then we'll be back at even strength. And you can see Snyder over at the box itching to get out onto the ice to get a goal. Okay, Jukes wins the draw and does send it back up the ice. Looks like a bit of a breakaway, but does get intercepted. Nice prey, Lugalia. Mississauga sends it around the board. Howe chasing in after it, and does get back to the Mississauga point. Howe putting pressure on their player. Their player does get it through, and we are back at even strength.
They just missed the whole net.
They missed the net, yeah.
Right. Let's go, friends. Let's go.
So Penguins putting some nice pressure from Hewitt there on his player, and Stern. We got Juke sends it around the board, and Mississauga breaking it out. As you can see, that Mississauga breakout has been a pretty effective one this game. Howe with the puck. Howe sends it up to Stern, and Stern now taking up the ice with Jukes. Over to Jukes. Jukes sends it in, and Penguins look for a change. Mississauga sends it down to the ice.
Oh, it's in the head. It's in the head.
Bit of a hit on Briggs, and
We got to be more than 2. We got more than 2.
and the fans are calling for more than 2.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Here we go.
I don't know what these Canadian refs are going to think, though.
Bigsby's a warrior.
think we may just get 2 out of it. Briggs is a warrior. He got back up right away and got going.
Wow.
So fans are very unhappy. Said it should be at least a double minor, but no double minor. So we got power play. Got 2 minutes on the power play. Evans does win the draw and kept in by Hall. Hall tries to shoot, does get blocked. Another shot by Luke Elliott. Beautiful shot. Luke Elliott sends it back to Hall. Hall looking for a shooting lane but doesn't get one. Del Signore sends it up to Koussis. Koussis battling for it on the Evans, looking for the puck. And puck goes back to Koussis and shot on the Mississauga goalie. We have 127 in the penalty. And some nice pressure there by the Penguins.
Let's go, Marky. Let's go, Marky.
I'll move the stand over so you can see a little bit better. Puck goes back to Hall, and now into Koussis. Koussis doing some nice passing, and Hall slap shot in. Didn't have a shooting lane and went off the shin pads of the Mississauga player, unfortunately. And battling for it, Del Signore sending it up the ice to Lugelia. Evans now breaking it out, and Evans passing to Del Signore, and Del Signore bringing it up the ice. Del Signore passes it back to Koussis. Koussis does get a shot off onto the goalie. Whoa, big hit on Koussis. And Evans gets a shot on the goalie. Puck does go loose. Puck still loose in front of the net. But the Mississauga does get it out and does get a puck on our net. So now we got Howe taking up. Howe wings it up to Hewitt. Hewitt looking for a shot. A shot on the goalie. And Howe keeps the puck in, sends it into Hewitt. Hewitt behind the net. Hewitt looking to win. Over to Jukes. Jukes! Oh, big shot by Jukes on the net. Out loose in front. Howe looking to keep it in. Howe barely keeps it in. We are back at even strength. Some nice play on that power play. We have 10 minutes, 48 seconds left in the second. 1-0 hockey game for the Mississauga. Jukes looking to advance it back up the ice. Does go back to Big Brian there, and now up to Hewitt. Now we got Jukes trying to send it up the ice, and they're battling for it at mid-ice. And we successfully get it into the Mississauga zone. Mississauga, though, bringing it back up the ice with that effective breakout. Dobson taking around the ice. Nice chip up the boards. Does break it out of our zone, and pressure from the Penguins forwards onto Mississauga. Mississauga advancing it up. And stood up by Briggsy. And puck gets up, and Mosky chases him in. And nice stop by Dobson. Dobson battling with the Mississauga player. Mississauga player has it loose there, and it was a shot on net. It did go wide. Penguins now trying to get it out. Mississauga having control. They find their open defense and the net. And Dobson backhands it back up the ice. And puck. Penguins still trying to get the puck out of the zone and having trouble here getting it out of the zone. Mississauga shoots on. Nice, another save by Nichols. Another Another save by Nichols. Mississauga did a pre-cheer there, sort of got distracted by thinking it was a goal. And Penguins allows Penguins opportunity to get the puck out of the zone. Don't count your eggs before they're hatched. And so, as we just learned there, so Mississauga has great control in the Penguin zone. We're trying to find the formula to crack that, and we do. Del Signor does advance. They do get it by Del Signor, and shot on net. It was a miss, and Hall up to Lugelia. Lugelia now to Evans. Evans breaks it out with Kusas, chips it up the board, and Evans shot on goalie off the goalie's head, and advances back away. Mississauga team.
Let's go, fans, let's go.
Mississauga team has a lot of speed, which is helping their breakout. Now we have a lot of speed because Lugelia taking up the ice. Back check though by Mississauga, and Mississauga advancing it back in our zone. And Mississauga behind the net, and Penguin Del Signor sends it to the side of the boards. Mississauga back tries to get it back to their point, doesn't. Puck behind the net. Now we come back up the ice by Del Signor, and puck now in the Mississauga zone. Mississauga taking it out with that speed again. Does get stopped by Hewitt, but they do advance it a little bit more. Now we got the Penguins advancing it back to the ice. We've got Stern. Almost gets it by the guy. Mississauga does break it back out again. Mississauga advances it back into our zone. Howe picks it up behind the net. Howe advancing it up the ice. Howe looking. He chips it up the boards. And Mosky has the puck. Mosky shot on net. Beautiful shot. Made the puck go loose. Now we get Briggsy keeps the puck in.
Let's go, Fez. Let's go, Fez. Works, guys. Works, guys.
And shot goes wide. Mississauga blocks that. Breaks it out of the zone. And Mississauga tries to shoot, but blocked by Spencer. Nice block. And the puck in our zone. Puck, lot of traffic in front of the net. They do. Ref does lose sight of the puck, and play stopped in the Penguin zone. 5:32 left on the second. It is a 1-0 hockey game for Mississauga. Nice chances though for the Penguins.
Let's go, Pens, let's go!
What you got? Snyder's taking it, Joe.
What's that?
Is that Snyder taking it?
Okay.
Let's go, Benny, let's go, Benny! Work, Benny, work! Still in it, man, we're still in it, let's go! Work, Pens, work! Let's go, Pens! Let's go, Pens! Come on, Swiss! Come on, Swiss!
There it is, out.
Work, Swiss, work!
Okay, so a lot of Penguins trying to get it out of the zone. Del Signori sends it around the boards. It does get up the boards. Mosky now chasing it, and
Moss.
Give it away.
And back to Del Signor. Del Signor sends it up to, does go off the stick of Zerski, and Zerski, nice play. Oh, looks like a penalty. Looks like a penalty by Kusas.
2 minutes for hockey!
And unfortunately, with those yellow jerseys, the refs seem to see those plays much better than if we were wearing white. But, or that's what it looks like. I don't know. That's what the word is on the street from the fans. So that is going to be a 2-minute penalty kill, and the puck is going to go all the way back into the Penguin zone. Okay, Mark does win the draw and pulls it back out of the Penguin zone. And Mississauga starts advancing it again. Mississauga cycling it around like they did before, but pressure from Mark Evans. And nice steal by Lugelia. That's a perfect play. We need to keep that pressure on the Mississauga, because that's how we break that out. Okay, so Mississauga starts advancing it up the zone. Howe looking for a stick there. They did see that. And okay, so Jukesy putting pressure on them. Penguins keeping to the box.
Good stick, get it, boy.
A nice stick by Jukes there. Howe catches the puck. Howe sends it back up the ice. Howe taking advantage of that Canadian.
Good work, Brian. Good work.
Howe taking advantage of that Canadian icing rule. We can send the puck down and no icing on when we are shorthanded. Okay, new set of legs out on the ice. We have 44 seconds left in the Hewitt penalty.
44. Come on,
Mosky facing off.
Come on, Mosky, win.
Mosky won the face-off there, but Mississauga advancing it back up the ice.
Let's go, Pence. Let's go. Come on, Spence. You kill this.
Nice backhand to get it out. It does get over the blue line, and Mosky sends it back down. No icing again because of that short-handed rule. Mosky putting lots of pressure on, does get the puck off. Mississauga not doing very good on this power play. Penguins doing excellent on the penalty kill.
Good work, Aiden.
So,
Good work, Aiden.
and we got 2 seconds left in the penalty kill, and Mississauga spends that behind their net, doing some nice stick handling. Mississauga advances it up the ice, and Mississauga did shoot on the net and scored. Didn't see what happened there, but it looked like pulled it out from the back corner. It's a 2-0 hockey game with 2:13 left in the second period.
Let's go.
Okay, we are at even strength. And Evans facing off against Mississauga. Evans over to Koussis. Koussis back to Evans. Evans back to the point. And the points, Hall sends it back up there. And puck over to Mississauga. Mississauga taken out of zone. And Mississauga advancing it up. Delsignore does get up the ice, but the Mississauga did manage to get a shot in on net there. No goal. Nice save by Nichols. Puck advances back up the ice to the Penguin zone. And the Mississauga gets blocked. Penguins trying to get it out of the zone. This is a hard angle to see what's going on, but it looks like it's stick under the feet. No call on that by the refs. The refs. Oh, well, that one definitely a penalty on the Mississauga.
All right, come on.
Was a nice.
All right.
So Penguins will go on a power play, and we got the Mississauga player going to the bench.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get a goal here, Al. Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay, so we are gonna face off from the Mississauga zone. And we got Howe on point with Spencer, and we got Jukes with Snyder and Mosky. Puck goes around the boards. Howe gets it, sends it back into Mosky. Mosky gets intercepted by the Mississauga, sends it up the ice. Spencer up to Snyder. Snyder sends it in and around the boards. Mosky putting pressure on the Mississauga player. Snyder in behind the net, has the puck, sends it to the front. Oh, picked up by the Mississauga. Mosky trying to keep the play in, and puck gets sent down the ice by the Mississauga team. Spencer taking it around the boards, sees Mosky on the side. Mosky, fast pass over, and Howe, stick by Howe, back up the ice, and over to Howe. Howe advancing it in. Howe with a breakaway, and pass over to Jukes. And Jukes looking for a pass, sends around the boards to Snyder. Snyder to Mosky, and Snyder tried to send it to the point there, got intercepted. Howe with it again. And that is the end of the third period. And we will get a statistics update from Joel using the Corsi method. So look up on Wikipedia for the Corsi method. That is a pretty neat method. So we'll go see what Joel says here with regards to shots. So it's 2-0 hockey game in the third period. Okay.
4, 5.
Still working on the math. I won't bother Joel there, but we can see Coach talking to players, and Coach saying, "Let's get lots of shots on net, probably."
All right.
Okay, so here's the stats. Joel's gonna give the stats.
Breaker 1-9. All right, so we were 24-6 last period. We closed the gap. Shot attempts were 10 for us, 15
Oh, nice.
for the reps. So they blocked one. We got 9 on net. We did not miss the net. Their shot attempts were 15. We blocked 4. They missed 5.
Oh, so
And they had 9 shots.
for shots.
Yes, the Sogs were 9-9.
Wow.
But the attempts are going to be way better.
yeah, the attempts.
So we like that. Yeah, we like that. We closed. So we are only 5 off attempts.
So we're closing the gap at least. And This
Yeah.
is looking good. So we can keep that pressure up. We have a hockey game here,
Correct. Well, we
Yeah.
got a PP too, by the way.
and we got
We gotta go.
and we got a power play. We got a power play for 49 more seconds. This would be a great way to open the game if we can pop that in the net. Markey faces off, but Mississauga gets it, sends it into the Penguin zone. Penguins up to Mark Evans, and Mark Evans advancing it up the ice. And Mark Evans sends it back to Del Signor. Del Signor into Koussis. Koussis battling for it by himself, does fall down, and Lugalia going in for help. Mark Evans going in for help. Mississauga wins it, brings it out of the zone. Back to Hall. Hall sends it deep into the Mississauga zone. Mississauga picks it up, but refs are calling that's a delayed offside, so Penguins had to clear. Puck goes back to Del Signor, and we are back at even strength. Hall stick handling it up the ice, and gets intercepted by Mississauga player, and puck advances down the ice the other way. Facing off against Tellin, stick by Tellin. Puck does get a shot off on Nichols. Nichols saves and goes to the outside. Penguins send it up the ice, and looks like an icing call. The face-off will be back in the Penguin zone. We got Howe and Briggs on D, Hewitt, Zersky, and Jukes on forward line. Sorry, Stern on forward. Does get out of the zone, and Mississauga does pick it up, and it starts advancing the other way. 2-on-2. Big save on Nichols.
Work, Briggsy, work!
And Howe battling for the puck. Howe trying to, with his feet, trying to get the puck back. Mississauga player does advance it forward, and Howe stops the advancement of the puck. Puck loose in front of the net. The puck does go behind the net, and Briggs sends it back up the ice. Mississauga keeps it in. Looks like they didn't keep it in, and that is going to be an offside call outside of the Penguin zone. 15:02 left in the third period. Howe and Briggs on D, and we are going to have Stern with Hewitt and Zersky. Back to Briggs. Briggs looking for a pass, sends it to Zersky. Zersky up the ice. Oh, Stern up the ice.
Come on, Merce.
And nice pressure by Zersky, and Mississauga sends it back up. Howe tries to keep it in and sends it in, and Penguins advancing it back in. Mississauga advancing it up the ice again, looking for those long passes.
Here we go, Briggsy, here we go!
And Briggs stick handling it up the ice. Oh, there we go, Briggs. Howe going for the change, and we get Spencer out there now with Briggs. And nice shot. Looked like it was trying to find its way through the 5-hole. Goalie does get a piece on it. And
Go
Brian battling in the corner with the Mississauga player. Jukes going in to help, and now the Mississauga player joining. Puck is bouncing between their legs. Mississauga gets it out, and stopped by Spencer. Spencer, this is an exciting game, and Mississauga turns it around, backhands it into the zone, and looks for a change. We got Spencer and the Mississauga player down in the other end. Spencer does get back up and recovers. Does get a change though, and Hall out on the ice with Dobson. And Mississauga advancing it the other way versus Dobson. And Dobson falls into the net. Mississauga puck loose. Jukes blasted up the ice. And is that going to be an icing call? That will be an icing call. And face-off will be in the Penguin zone. Nice work by Dobson there on making sure a couple players are just making sure the puck didn't advance out, and we got it out of the zone. And change. Evans wins the play. Hall does a nice change of direction to get that space, and up to Koussis. And Penguins now advancing it out of the ice. Koussis over to Evans. Over to Lugalia. To Evans. Evans in the corner. And Evans takes it out of the zone. Back to Del Signor. Back up the ice. And we are in the Mississauga zone. Mississauga D and breakout has been very effective here. Hall sends it back in and goes over to Lugalia. Mark down. Koussis battled for it, but the puck did go around the board. Mississauga trying to take it out. Hall kept it in, and now we have Koussis with a shot on net. Goes wide. And we got Del Signor over to Koussis, and puck out to Hall. And Penguins having lots of nice pressure on the Mississauga net. Puck goes around the boards, and we have Hewitt. Hewitt tried to chase it. Mississauga starts advancing it up the ice and sends it deep in the zone, and Mississauga goes for a change. Hall advancing it up the ice and manages to get up the ice, and we are in the Penguin zone. Shot on net, and puck goes behind the net. Puck goes around the board, picked up by Lugali looks like Zerski, and now Mississauga advancing it the other way, and Mississauga shot on net, saved by Nichols. Now Howe has the puck. Howe over to Hall, and Hall up the boards to Hewitt, and Hall now advancing it up the ice. Hall, nice toe drag, and sends it into the zone, and Hall goes for a change. And we got Briggs and Howe on D. Mississauga advancing it up the ice, and Marsh helps the D out, and the puck goes back into the zone. Mississauga advancing it out. 8:15 in the third period. And Jukes trying to pressure to the net. Jukes on the outside, and Mississauga picks it up. Mississauga D does theirs, goes back to their breakout play. Howe pinches to try and keep the puck in, and misses the pinch, and Mississauga breaks it out. Howe come back, and Howe now trying to take it back. Advances. The puck advances back up the ice. Mississauga dumps it in and goes for an ice change. And back up the Penguins trying to get it out, but the Mississauga does keep it in. They try to do a tic-tac-toe in front of the net. Goes wide of the net. And we have Spencer battling for it, and with Kousis, and they go down. Eyeball, pinning him. Eyeball took down their biggest player on their team. If you hear, and the parents everybody is cheering. So, nice save, Nichols. Puck is loose in front of the net, and refs letting a lot go in front of the net there. So we got two players down. Whoa.
You look excited.
So much excitement, I dropped the phone. Sorry about that, everybody. Who we have? We have Dobson down in front of the net.
Let's go, Dobby.
Definitely, he got cross-checked there by their player.
Way to work, ball! Baby! Oh, baby. My man, I got extra.
They get one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! They got one extra.
They got 5, baby. What's going on?
They got 2 minutes.
They got
Looks
5. I don't know what.
looks like it's a coincidental.
All right, no. They gotta.
Well, one is a coincidental, one's a penalty.
Why is it 2 minutes?
Interference, right? I think.
Why they got 5?
No, they got 4, don't they? We're trying to decide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got to get my
Why they got 5?
I don't know. That's a good question. Oh no. Yeah, they got to go.
Go! Pay attention! Get off the ice! Let's go, boys, let's go! Come on. Get him. Oh, make it shot.
Maybe tell the Canadians we're on the Imperial system
Good work, guys.
for counting players. Okay.
Let's go.
So,
Just get out of the way, Strike. Let's go.
okay. So we got 1:36 left in the power play. Jukes taking it up the ice and looking to get a shot on net. Sorry, folks, for that drop of the cell phone earlier. I got excited in that play. The cell phone doesn't quite fit on the tripod, so I'll have to figure out a mechanism. Puck goes back to our zone. Del Signore picks it up. Del Signore goes over to Hall. Hall advances it up the ice. And puck behind the Mississauga net. And Mississauga sends it up the ice, picked up by Howe. Howe trying to keep it in, and puck does come back. Puck going over to Stern, the puck advancing up the ice the other way. And now we have Spencer and Howe on D. And we are looking to break this goose egg. And Howe keeps it in. Howe tries to get it over to Koussis. Howe over to Koussis. Koussis looking to advance it back in. And that gets dumped into the zone. Penguin zone. 21 seconds left in the power play. Let's see if we can get something set up, guys. Spencer advancing it up the ice. Spencer tries to power in. Does get the puck towards the net, and backhand on the net. Goes wide of the net by Lugalia. And Mississauga sends it up the boards. It starts coming out of our zone, and we are at even strength. And puck comes back into the zone, and that is an icing call. We have 3:29 left in the third period. Exciting period here. We got Jukes on the ice with Hewitt and Zersky and Howe and Briggs on point. Puck is loose behind the net. Mississauga sends it around. And Mississauga trying to advance it out. Nice work by Zersky and Hewitt. They do get the puck over towards the net. Mississauga gets it out. Briggs sends it back in. Puck back to Mississauga D. Mississauga looking for another way out of their zone. And puck goes loose to our zone. Briggs sends it back up the ice. And Jukes looking to put pressure on their D to stop the play. Howe has the puck now. Howe chips up the board to Jukes. Jukes going up the ice, powering up the ice. Followed in by Zersky. Nice work, Zersky. And Mississauga picks it up and starts sending it back the other way. 2:30 left in the third. And Brian Howe putting pressure. Nichols sticks it back to the back of the neck. And Briggs tries to get it out of the zone. Does get stopped. Blocked by Howe behind the net. Over to Snyder. And up to Stern. Stern advancing it up the ice. And does get stopped by the D. And the puck goes back to Snyder. Snyder backhands it to Briggs. Briggs, nice chip up the ice to Hewitt. And he has the puck. Hewitt tries to get the puck over. And Mississauga advances it back the other way. It is 2-0 in the third period, and 1:33 left in the third. Del Signor over to Dobson. Dobson advancing it up the ice. Dobson try. Yeah, Penguins trying to get their first goal on the board, and
let's go, Dobby work, Dobby work.
Mississauga bring it back in. We do effectively stop them, and back around to Dobson. Dobson back up the ice, and we have Del Signor down on the ice, unfortunately. We got 1:01 left in the third period, and we'll just get Coach Spencer out to talk to Del Signor and just make sure he's okay. We have 1 minute, 1 second left in the third. What are the shots?
They have like 7-4.
7-4 shots. So very exciting third, scoreless third. And
come on, big talent. Come on,
we are just waiting. Talon looks like he's hurt a bit on the leg, hey? Knee. He looks like he's hurt on the knee.
Come on, big T.
Oh, Del Signor is slowly getting up, and he is favoring that knee, unfortunately. But Coach Spencer helping him over to the bench. So, and Kousis helping over Del Signor. I did not see that play, but it looks like the face-off will be in the Penguin zone. Definitely favoring that knee. So hopefully he'll be okay there. So.
Come on, big talent. Come on, talent.
Okay, face-off outside the Penguin zone. And 1 minute, 1 second left. The third, we got Howe and Hall on D. And Hall. Oh, nice work by Kousis into the corner. Hall down in the corner here. And Mississauga trying to take it up. But now Kousis goes in. And that to Howe. Howe trying to get the puck pass. Does get over to Lugelia, and Lugelia breaks it out. And we got 36 seconds left. And Lugelia takes around the boards and does get up to Evans. Howe sends it in to Mark, and Mark tries to get it in to the net, and the play is frozen in front of the Mississauga zone. And looks like Kousis is talking to their defense about the good restaurants around here, so we'll have to hear about that after. So, 26 seconds left on the play, and
One more key, let's go, Evans.
our goalie is still in the net. Mark with a shot on the net, and Mississauga sends it down, and that will be an icing call. Not a really smart play of the Mississauga team, but not sure why they did that. So 18-5 left in the third. And Penguins behind the net trying to get it up. Is getting frozen up by Howe going in there to help out. Howe chasing it around. And 0, and that is the end of the hockey game. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been a 2-0 hockey game here in Mississauga, Ontario against the Mississauga Rebels. And that will end our broadcast for the day. We'll do a stats check, actually, once Joel has set up. And that's how we'll finish the game. Okay, so let's get the story of the stats from Joel. Joel, you can see Joel madly doing the math. And that is the Corsi system he's using. A modified Corsi system, but you can look at the basic Corsi system on Wikipedia.
My math's not adding up. Heads up.
You know what, Joel? We're going to have to create an app out of this.
Oh boy, it's coming too. Get to the room!
Oh. Probably not a good idea to have both teams going out the same exit. Oh.
I'm struggling a little bit here.
That may get...
That's an 18, that's why. So it'd be 51. Oh boy.
Okay.
Gazintas.
Okay, so what do we got here, Joel?
So, all right,
So Joel's going to give us a stats rundown.
It's the third
Okay.
period. Third period shot attempts. We had 8. They had 9. So we had 8 shot attempts. 1 was blocked. We missed 1. Had 6 on net. They had 9 shot attempts. None were blocked. 2 were missed. 7 on net. So the finals were shot attempts. They had 51. We had 24. Our 24 shot attempts. 2 were blocked. 4 were missed. 18 on net. And then their 51 shot attempts, we blocked 8. They missed 10, and they got 33.
Well, 51 shot attempts to 24.
33 shots on goal. All right.
And
there it is.
33 made it through on goal.
So there it is. All right.
Wow.
Well, hey,
Great.
2-0, man. We battled.
Thank you, everyone.